it's old Rand here filling in for Justin Barlow, who's out chasing Strange tonight with the PPW 130 results. Right out of the box opening matchup was Enestra facing the crafty veteran, the rustic Texas Pete. Enestra was the winner of that one via gorgeous line salt, so watch this right now. Boy, that Enestra's really coming along, huh, folks? Next matchup, match number 2 of PPW 130, was 1/3 of the Dirty Boys Club. Chase Gosling, and I don't have the time or the energy to lay all those phony BS titles he likes to go by. How about this? No moniker, Chase Gosling taking on Rave Ellis. Now, Rave Ellis, he's been coming along pretty good. He kind of actually took it to Gosling in this one. Then when old Rave got carried away because the fans bought him for the first time, he went up for a big 10 count in the corner, and before he could even launch one off, Gosling had him up for that big mustache ride. Boom! 1, 2, 3. Match 3 was also 1/3 of the Dirty Boys Club. Ronnie Metro, our favorite hermaphrodite, taking on El Lobo from El Segundo, California. What a matchup this was. El Lobo really is coming into his own. However, he's not wily enough yet to squeak by with the W over old, crafty, rotten, sneaky, fast-thinking Ronnie Metro. For Christ's sake, I'm choking. As viewed right here. After a brief intermission, fans, match number 4 was a big one. This was the number 1 contendership matchup between Enestra and the hunk with the tree trunks. Actually, he didn't got much junk in the trunk, Chase Gosling. This one was a big matchup. Like I said, these guys tore it up for about 20 minutes, back and forth and back. Of course, Enestra giving away probably 60 pounds in this matchup, maybe even more. He hung tough, he held in there, and his aerial assault was almost too much for Gosling. Enestra was able to hit him with a couple of real big moves, the third one being the lion salt. And after Gosling, as you'll see right here, was able to hook the ropes and save himself at 2.99.9 of a second, old Scott Colton came out and delivered a little Woodstock justice when he knocked Gosling's foot off the rope and the referee counted 3 without seeing it. Your number 1 contender, Enestra. Keep going. Match number 5. Now last week, Michael Mack, the corn-fed Colossus, threw out one hell of a challenge. He thought he was man enough, along with myself and all of our fans and followers, to take on Andy Anderson and Ronnie Metro in a tag team match. Only thing is, Mac didn't have a partner. He really took it to him. He was throwing a beating on him, but the craftiness and the swerves that were coming out of left field, the curveballs, the Bruce Sutter sliders, the split finger fastballs were coming at him. Unless you got eyes in the back of your head and the front of your head and on top of your head, there's no way. I don't even think that guy, who's that genius guy? You know who I'm talking about?
Stephen Hawkins.
Stephen Hawkins couldn't have followed this one. That's how crafty and smart these guys were. The end of the match came when Michael Match got goaded into chasing Andy Anderson outside the ring. The referee counted 8-9. Mac had to make a decision as he goes to try to get into the ring. Drop kick right in the mush from Ronnie Metro. Your winners by count out, Andy Anderson and Ronnie Metro. Thing is though, fans, after seeing that one, I was frustrated, and I wasn't half as frustrated as the fans in attendance. So once in a great while, I get a great idea that comes to me. Usually I'm on the toilet or in the shower. But this time it came to me from anger of watching that matchup. And I thought to myself, last week, the Dirty Boys Club took Milad Akbar out and separated his shoulder with a baseball bat shot right to the trapezius. He's coming back next week and he's pissed off. So let's go ahead and put my beef herders, that's right, the Persian Powerhouse and the Corn-Fed Colossus this week will be facing Irish Andy Anderson and Ronnie Metro. In our main event for PPW 130, featured the world exclusive, the PPW World Heavyweight Champion Matt Vine, facing the little engine that could, Scott Colton, the human video game. These guys, the expectations were up here for this matchup, and I'll tell you what, they exceeded the expectations. This is one hell of a matchup, and we got hella wrestlers on this talented roster, and I'm going to say this is probably ended up going to be one of the matches of the year for 2017, and that is one bold-ass statement if you've been watching us on YouTube. That match was going along great. And all of a sudden, the little engine that could, chugga, toot, gets to the top rope. He nails Matt Vine with a 450. Ronnie Metro out of nowhere pops up to the apron. The referee goes to Ronnie Metro as Chase Gosling comes in, and he thinks he's going to get a little revenge on Colton, and he nails him from behind and picks him up with a mustache ride power bomb. Matt Vine, all hell broke loose. I'm not even going to waste my breath on it because I don't have the words. How about this? See it for yourself. After you saw all that chaos, old Rand here got another light bulb over his head and decided there's got to be a way to control this chaos. So, here's what we're going to do. Just like that schmuck at work that has it coming every week. Old Chase Gosling thought he was messing up a good thing. Old Chase Gosling pissed off these fans by robbing them of a finish of that matchup. Old Chase Gosling has to come on out and pick on Scott Colton, and Scott Colton's actions were warranted. Let's face it, these dirty boys have been messing with Colton, the Nastra, and Vine, and also now Michael Mack and the Persian Powerhouse for about 5 months now. Chase Gosling, watch what you pray for. You wanted a #1 contendership match, you're entered into a #1 contendership match this Saturday in Woodstock, when it's a 4-way for the PPW World Heavyweight title. Nastra versus Colton versus Vine versus Chase Gosling. I don't need to remind you that in this matchup, there's one man who doesn't have a friend in the world in that ring, and that's Chase Gosling. We'll see you Saturday night for that and that great big matchup, that tag matchup with my beef herders facing Ronnie Metro and also Irish Andy Anderson.